because he used to tell me if I worked real hard and got my college degree, instant success would always come to me. Now even the loan ain't guaranteed. So here I sit with a bachelor's, 3 certificates, and 99% of an associate. And the world can't tell me what to do with it except go back to school and try to master it. So instead of working, I've just been trying to work it out, come to spit about it, talk it out. I believed everything Oprah and Susie told me that I could be. And there was a time they'd have been so proud of me.
But the one thing that I've noticed is that people of color tend to be consumers at all levels. And so we are consumers of technology. You know, if you ask, a young man if he's got a cell phone, we all have them, but just because we're consumers of that technology, we never pause to think how we can leverage that to improve.
So I know that we're all familiar with Black Wall Street and the Tulsa Massacre and the decimation of the Black economy, right? And so when we thought about hosting a virtual summit and having these types of conversations, part of it was to remind people of where we've come from so that we don't lose sight of where we need to go. And certainly entrepreneurship has always been arguably the cornerstone of Black economics.
So we just have to commit to doing our part. And, a lot of times, that's another thing, we believe, well, somebody else will do it. No, don't think that. Believe like you're the only one that's going to keep your school open. Act like that. And so maybe you don't have the finances, but maybe you can go and speak, or maybe you could mentor somebody, or maybe you could talk to a parent that's looking at, deciding whether or not they're going to pick that school. There's so many things that we can do. It's not just finances.
I really focus on like the cons of code switching, because we're often taught that it's something you have to do to get ahead, to be accepted, to get the promotion, to make friends, to be palatable, to be more friendly, and to be welcomed into certain circles and settings. So I just talk about like how detrimental code switching can be to people, especially for those of us who have to do it in many facets. So not only do I have to straighten my hair or wear a wig or wear something more relaxed on my head, but I have to go by Kat instead of Katira because people pretend that they don't know how to pronounce my name.
I think a lot of times we deal with remembering what has happened to Black, Indigenous people of color in healthcare. We haven't forgotten about Tuskegee, right? We haven't forgotten about that. And when there's not been any amends to rectify that and to build relationship with the patients that are vulnerable and requiring care, we have to respect their humanity. And I think a part of that is giving them the autonomy that they do have a right to having their own experience, even if you don't believe that their experience is happening or that it's not real to you. It's very real to them. And that's a part of building trust. I think that's a big gap in trust between healthcare providers and patients, is that why do you not believe that anything that I say is true?
HeavieTalk Media wants to encourage you to be the best advocate for yourselves. HeavieTalk Media wants you to know that if no one else in this America believes in you, as an aspiring entrepreneur, as a first-time college student, as a parent that's considering where their student should attend university, we want you to know that this platform, that this space has been uniquely created for you by us so that you can come here and be fed and get what it is that you need. Get access to networks and resources and have a space where we can have authentic and genuine and honest conversations so that we can develop a pathway forward to be successful.